Previously on Our House.
We're behind now anyway, big time, so we're behind everyone else, so just trying to get more builders. There's only 4 of us here, so
they're not going to be able to finish like the other teams, so
we're down.
What would you recommend from a medical point of view?
Well, he keeps out of the dust and he goes to get a new stock of communication.
Speed, green team.
You're 1 day behind. That should have been finished yesterday if you'd allowed.
Day 3 of 7 days to build 200 houses. The pressure is mounting here in Freedom Park with 3 days left for our teams to push to try and finish building their houses. So far, all of the teams have finished their wall plates and have begun working on building their gables. Their next task, installing trusses and braces and erecting their scaffolding. The teams also have to make sure that they continue work on their creative and environmental challenges for those additional points. As the fatigue sets in, though, there's a lot more edginess in the team and a lot more conflicts. Will this affect their work? Let's join them and find out.
That's what your virginity was.
Get the table ready, okay?
Okay, 2 seconds, guys. We'll quickly go over our list of what we've got to get done today. Okay, and we'll have a proper meeting in another little while about our environmental and aesthetic challenge. Okay, install trusses and braces. Well, I have the carpenters ordered, so what I'll do is I'll follow up to make sure they come here now straight away. We need to get that wall up, so we need to get that finished. And I'll make sure the Lola brings up the blocks up here, and we'll form the chain to bring them in for the lads. Okay? Perfect.
We keep asking him. Oh, we had requested yesterday. We were told that it would be there this morning, and we still didn't get it. So we keep asking, but everyone else has all the scaffolding up.
So why don't you finish your inside walls?
Well, we've asked for more builders, and we can't.
Again.
We've asked. Well, we can check with him, but again, Liam he's on a very the foreman for this entire section.
Around.
He's on a very tight time scale. So I have requested as nice as I could. Lots of problems.
Yeah.
That's another day's.
Okay.
You'd need a couch for that, Riaan. We had them so nicely stacked on a pallet to be taken away.
The bobcat coming out.
We better get that all cleared up, I think.
Yeah, I reckon I'd
Make a look at. Thanks for the shower.
Would someone come with me quickly? We start clearing away blocks down there, get them in by the tires.
Well, we're trying to pick up space and we're trying to clean up and stuff, you know? Trying to make the walls look, smoother. And yeah, that's about it for now.
Because you've got to put the wood trusses on for the next show now, and you can't put it on tomorrow.
No, I know, yeah.
So when are you going to build that?
That's going to be done today. They're finishing. Those 2 guys are going to do that.
got
There's
2
2 guys
hours.
working on those 2 bits.
Why don't you put these guys on there to finish? That takes much longer to do.
You guys be able to stop doing that and work on that one because the beam needs to go up.
We get it. We're just taking this up to there. Just make sure everyone keeps bringing this stuff. We'll do it. Now leave me alone. I want to do some more. What was the crack now?
Did you miss me when you were up there in your height?
I did actually. I was looking down at you now and again, like a man looking down a mountain.
Polacco, tiri Polacco. Painter ko.
Say, mo sa Maniplang, as a every time, as Irish. Yeah, as a remembrance. Yeah, but you know, I print, ik wil kasi met kupay.
decided to build like corner cups where you can put your TV on it. The two doors, South African flag and the Irish flag.
We only need, say for instance, you know, bring it, yeah, let me we'll just bring it out a bit and then put it across at a 45-degree angle. So we'll bring it out a bit, come across, then back on itself again.
Yeah, then the TV goes on top.
Then you have plenty of
I'm at the back of the TV facing that way most, right? It's
yeah,
facing that way.
Your TV will go into the corner of the angle there.
Smart.
Very clever, you see.
Smart. Okay.
Yeah. So you're happy with that?
Yes, I am.
That's good.
Thank you.
I thought they were spare.
No, that's the name for them.
Yeah. No, I asked him for 100 mil block.
Yeah, I've asked him to tell you what to drop you down full loads of 100 mil block.
Oh, have you?
Okay.
Okay, I didn't know that.
And I've arranged for your husband to do the carpentry work tomorrow as well.
Come here, because they were all open, I honestly thought they were just left there.
I
That's
know,
it,
but
rather
they're
than
open because the
ordering.
shop there is using them straight in there.
Okay, well, if I didn't know. They delivered the 2 pallets of 190 mil up there at the Red House, so it means we better bring ours down for us to use them.
We'll get a guy in.
We better get carried in fast.
Get him around the forklift to do it. I'll get him to do it. Do us one favour, will you? Bring down a pallet of 190s up here.
Okay, yeah. It's under control.
Okay.
Just come to us when you want something. All right. Lose the tune, you know. You have to be Superman at this job.
Seems like our teams are running into all sorts of trouble as the pressure mounts for them to finish their allocated tasks. Earlier, the green team ran out of blocks and had a bit of a run-in with one of the foremen in trying to get their resources. Teams are really going to have to plan better if they're going to finish their houses on time. Staying with the green team, let's meet the Sawayo family.
Kadi wat ik kom en toen kan ik aan bij je zwaar niks spijkers geeft, niks hammer geeft. Ik had zo hier spijker gaat vragen, daar hammer gaat vragen. En ik had wat Patricia gezegd, als ik je plaat die balk vastkap, hoe hier zo was, dan kap ik die balk vast. Die kindertjes was nog bij je klein geweest, dat is zo kom. Want ik laat die balken vastkappen, dus ik wou om een paar zangplaten krijgen. Maar als je die zangplaten hebt, is maar zeil trekken, soms is het zeiloor. Dat die kan niet daar onder kan slapen.
Ons het 'n padjie wat ons almal inpad. Van William met altijd een probleem. Met een klein beetje warm water. Ik wil niet meer hier blijven, want ik wil een ijsplek, ik wil een kraan opdraaien, ik wil relaxen in mijn pad. Zoiets.
Ik voel me zo te ben, maar ik het zie komen dat je niet oké. Ik zou lief blij zijn als ik in mijn oude huis kan intrekken. Ik kan beter leven daar zo.
Up there, is it? Huh? Good 40s. Oh no, you stay up there, I'll bring out and run it. Yeah. Okay. Guys, I'm nearly dead. When are you going to need all? Good. 30. Yeah. 30.
What we're going to do is we're going to go around the site, we'll bring maybe the bucket with us, or ourselves, and we are going to gather what we think, let's say it could be just thrown on the ground as waste, but what we think might be good waste for either our compost to make it or for our aesthetic to make it. And I know we have ideas already, but we're also going to work backwards. So we'll put all the materials on the bench, we'll have a meeting with the guys when we get back, and we'll see what could we do with this. Okay? Okay. I'd say that's nearly enough for now. It's just for samples. We'll put them in the box. I know now they're a bit dirty, right? But it can be washed out.
Yes.
And they all have lovely colours. They could all be collaged for maybe a frame for your mirror. So we'll just bring back a few of these, but as we know, there's lots of rubbish around, isn't there? Again, you'll be surprised with all the colours. And when someone comes into your house, they might say, oh, I like that mirror. And then you go, you look closely, you know, and yeah. So we'll see.
Riaan, it's lunchtime. It's quiet on the construction site. But I think there's a lot more tension in the air now. There seems to be a lot more competitiveness going.
Yeah, there's a big competitive going on here. I think everybody wants to win now and everybody wants to win prizes. You know, the orange team haven't had a prize yet.
Sure.
So I think they want to get something.
Sure. Now, they all seem to be at about the same point, but I did notice that, say, for instance, the orange team hasn't got the interior walls going.
Yeah, they brought in more people. The gables were done first, and the interior walls are back. And also the red team, they're far behind on interior walls. But I also want to show you on quality. If you look at the gables of the blue team and the orange team, can you see how badly it's done? There's no quality. If you go back to the greenhouse here and the red house, you see how it's perfectly cut with an angle grinder. So there's good quality on these two houses.
So even though these teams might be operating on a speed level, on a skill and an aesthetic level, they're not quite meeting the grade.
They're playing catch up on that side.
Sure, and they're just working speed, and not really doing quality.
Yeah. The other thing that I also saw is that the aesthetics are much nicer. They're cleaning the floors, everything is beautiful. So definitely working on that as well. I think the management is working to clean the place because they knew I was looking at the floor, but now I'll look for something else again.
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, 3 days left, the pressure mounts. We can only hope that the teams make it in the next 3 days.
Big pieces like that. Now I want to introduce you to an Irish man. And he's working on the Garden of Hope. He's a famous garden designer in Ireland. And he has his own TV programmes. Hi, Dermot.
Hi.
I want to introduce you to the ladies that we're building the house for on our house.
I'm Dermot.
This is Patricia.
Hi.
And this is Karen.
Nice to meet you, Karen.
We're just gathering materials at the moment. We've got a creative challenge.
And what are you going to do with that?
We don't know yet.
And what does winning mean? What do you get?
Winning means you get assets.
Right.
But they can get things like furniture for their house, electrical appliances, all of that. So they've got 2 assets so far.
Right. And when will it be complete?
It'll be complete by Friday.
Friday. Very good.
Yeah. They're very hard workers.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. And very strong.
I could well imagine that.
Yeah.
And we'll come down for tea when it's finished.
Thanks. Thanks, Dermot. Yeah. He's like our Riaan. I'm mad about him. Now, girls, these now are all materials that have come from the site. If we were to make some furniture, what we could do is hammer them in nice and tight so that they will cover the corner of maybe a countertop. Okay, maybe making a nice headrest. Okay, so something to consider, or it could be a nice frame from the wardrobe doors, or even we picked up some tiles, and it could be the edging, the strip, which is still just using the actual expanding insulation, and maybe it would just be the frame for the doors, or we fold it back. Something to consider, our rest, maybe on a piece of MDF. These are 1x1s for a splashback for your kitchen. Nice bottles. Also, we have, go back to the bed idea, timber for the rest, or not, you know. There was 1 or 2 other little things I'd like us just to go back for, just around here, okay?
All the other teams had extra builders brought in, and when we were speaking earlier with Riaan, he said get extra builders. So I did actually say it to Dave earlier on. I said, look, I'll take in extra guys and go in. So he was aware when he was in here. He knew they were in working on the internal wall. And then when they were finishing there, they came in here, and there was really going to be too many people in here. And it's probably just as well in hindsight because the quality of the work wasn't up to scratch.
This wall is going completely off skew by maybe 1.5 inches. And this length of a wall is shocking, so we're just going to bring it back. Completely turned against us, yeah?
We probably went a bit round in circles in that getting the guys out and then having to undo the work that they've done and get rid of them.
Neve wanted the block layers don't.
So you want them? You want them?
How got you your 2 block layers?
Oh no, I got them from Aaron.
Yes.
Huh?
Would you block layers and want them?
Just the work was very bad quality of work, so it was. They had about 2 barrows of mortar on the ground, 2 barrels of mortar on the walls. The walls were out of line, everything was wrong. And the lads that were doing the block work for us all over the whole show, they weren't happy with it and they didn't want them either, so we decided we had to get rid of them.
Is that okay? So thanks a million for this. You've set it up for us.
The naive thing it was that she wanted more block work. She didn't believe me that the block work guys would be finished by this evening. That's her task, her target. And she went off and she got 2 more local guys. And our block there said, no, there's too many in here. If they come in, we leave.
I just want the house to be as nice as possible for these guys because they're going to live here for the rest of their lives. And so while it's nice to win points or whatever, our ultimate goal for all of us is to be able to hand keys over to houses that we'll all be really proud of at the end of the week.
And our overall team, the programme for these 2 houses are the sequence. So it is causing us quite a lot of difficulties. One, you need to agree to your block.
No, I had said it. I had said it to Dave.
So things like that need to be ironed out. Those guys are not, you have to come through me.
Okay.
For any labour.
Okay, cool.
Simple as that. So she's going to be, she's shooting herself in the foot. You know, play ball.
Okay, no, yeah, no, that's fine. That's fine.
So 30 minutes, tools down. 30 minutes and tools down. And 30 minutes, tools down.
Okay, so we've got the pellets left aside, we've got the tyres set aside. What else? Is there anything else we can get now that we can set aside? What about the compost? That's a pilot from here. So we have paint, there's paint definitely here. Yeah. So what's our only expense so far? The worms.
Okay, so I'll organise the small blocks then, yeah?
Yeah, small blocks.
Alles in. Ons bricklayers wil nie nog bricklayers hier nie. Want hulle doen 'n perfect quality job.
I'd say we kept up the quality very well. These block layers here, great attention to detail.
Ons gewaar van pryse nou nie. Ons gewaar van die kwaliteit van hy moet nog jare staan.
What's the man called, that joiner?
Tools down. Tools down. All teams, tools down.
Competition has been really tough on this leg of the challenge. The teams have worked very hard to make sure that they complete their tasks. The trusses are going up, gables are going up, and most of the wall plates are in place. But who has actually succeeded in getting ahead? Tools are down, so let's head over to Riaan for the inspection.
No inside walls are being done. Definitely picked up a lot. You can see the Jansen gables, they're busy inside, the management is better, everything is nice and clean, which I like. Previous winner, you're going to win the next one as well. Mr. Julie, hope so. You think this is okay, yeah? Not bad. Not bad. They've done something there.
Teams, I don't know how Riaan's going to do this because I think everyone's worked really, really hard, Riaan. They've really put their effort into this. At the moment, it looks like everyone's pretty much at the same point. I mean, it's going to be really difficult, especially for speed, because everyone's working fast.
Yeah.
Everyone's doing what they're supposed to be doing to a certain degree.
The thing is that the teams definitely fell behind as well, because the trusses should have been up and nothing has been up. So I've got it, my speed is difficult today. But I'm going to start off with skill and accuracy. You know, as you know, these two houses, the red and the green, they are fighting with each other.
Always
Skill,
on point.
and then it's aesthetics and everything. And this week, I'm definitely going to give it to the red team.
Qualities 3.
Okay, Riaan, where are we going next?
Next, I'm going to management. But again, when the blue team, they go down, then they pick up again, and that's why I'm giving it to the blue team.
Okay, it's pretty even again, Riaan. We've got more points to give away, though. Where's the next one going?
The next one is aesthetics. And the same thing, you know, we can all see is these two. It's always between the quality and the aesthetics and the quality. And the fighting is here, and that's why I'm giving the aesthetics to the green team.
Okay, now Riaan, whoever takes the next points is clearly going to be our winner. I don't know how you're going to make this decision, but you're the building expert. Tell me, how are you going to base your decision?
Start off with this orange team. Their speed was very good. They were the first team to finish all their gables. But, you know, their quality isn't very good. You can look at this house, and that's what I'm looking for. And then with the blue team, you know, they brought in more management. The management were better. They brought in more bricklayers. They got good bricklayers, and they picked it up as well. They're like 2 rows behind. And then if you go to the green team in the back, their skill is good, their quality is good.
And they've also picked up a lot of speed as well.
They've picked up a lot of speed as well with this red team. You know, you can see they're there, their gables are done, and their work is also very good. So it's very difficult for me to get the speed tally today.
So, Riaan, it's a lot of points at stake.
Yeah.
8 points, deciding on who the winner is.
Yeah.
Tell us, who's it going to be?
You know what, Vanessa? I'm giving it to the orange team.
The orange team has the option of selecting one of 3 assets: household goods, block card, or insurance. The wrong selection could cost them the game. With the choice made, the team secretly reveals their selection.
Yes, the orange team decided on the kitchen appliances because we think this is the most valuable asset.
We've come to the end of yet another challenge, trying to build 8 of 200.
Set